This video is sponsored by Card Kingdom. If you click on the link in the description below, it'll take you to their store and they'll know I sent you there. Before jumping into another Kaldheim draft, I want to remind everyone that Card Kingdom sponsors my videos and my streams, so check them out. You can do so by clicking on the link in the description below on YouTube or the logo below on Twitch. You can pre-order Time Spiral Remastered. They've got Kaldheim, so check them out. Also, for those of you that don't know, I want to remind everyone that I have a second YouTube channel called Nitzahone History. If you like watching me play Magic, talk about Magic, maybe you'll also like hearing me talk about history. I have a PhD in it, so I'm putting it to use on another YouTube channel. So check that channel out if you haven't. And yeah. All right, this is quite a strong pack overall, I think. Glorious Protector is great, and she's probably what we'll take. I mean, she just has great stats and then all kinds of upside because of her little exile ability. Dwarven Hammer has been really good. Putting it on anything basically makes it a threat. And equipment and aggro in this format are good in general, so it's quite good. Maya's great. She is multicolored, but she can really take over games. And then there's also Berg Strider. Those are all cards I'd first pick. So, pretty strong pack to have 4 perfectly first pickable cards in it. But we take the Glorious Protector here. She's got great stats. She can ambush stuff. She can save. I mean, she doesn't save a creature like Restoration Angel exactly, but the fact that she tucks a creature under herself does matter because it means if they deal with her, you still get something back. Also, you don't even have to do that in the first place, so. Okay. So, Cardor is pretty strong. His color pair, not so much, but Cardor himself is quite strong. Spirit of the Alderguard is a great card for setting up snow. It's a snow payoff. It helps you find snow mana. It's pretty good overall. Those are both cards you first pick sometimes, I think. The rest of this pack, not quite that good. I mean, Ice Tunnel is a good snow land. I think we'd probably take the Spirit. It's monocolored and quite good. So I think I'm going to grab it here. Okay. So, kind of leaning Snowland here more than I am like Glittering Frost. This pack's not very strong for anybody, really. There's lots of solid playables, but nothing much better than that. I think we'll take Arctic Treeline here. Her Foretell's only 1 white, so we could potentially splash her if we end up in like a green X snow deck. That's not too bad. Okay, so Tormentor's Helm is nice in aggressive decks. Run Amok as well. We'd probably take Behold the Multiverse. It's a great common for a snow deck. It's great. It helps you find your snow mana, and it's good in any deck, really. So I think we're happy to take it here. Ooh, man, look at this pack. We've got Icebind Pillar and Spirit of the Alderguard. Why are you guys together? So I do think the Pillar's a little better. It's close, though. Spirit is pretty great, but I think we take Icebind Pillar here. It doesn't require a bunch of snow mana, which is good. This kind of needs it a little bit more. I'm going to take the Pillar here. Okay, so not a whole lot here in blue or green. Master Scald is pretty good. I'm probably going to take him. He's an easy splash, like if we get a good Saga. So I think he's fine to take here. So for green-white, Bredegard Stronghold is obviously quite good. We could definitely end up there. These are both reasonable red cards. Kennel Master is not bad either. Outrider's okay. I mean, this is another pack of just like a bunch of okay stuff. I think we'll take the Stronghold in the event we end up in green-white. Like, say Maya Wheels, I think we'd end up in green-white. So I think we take Horizon Seeker. Helps us find our snow mana, helps us fix. It's just a very nice little common. I like Kaya's Onslaught, but you have to end up in a really aggressive deck to use it, and I don't know if that's where we're headed right now. We're going to grab Snow-Covered Swamp here. We need them snow lands for already our Pillar and our Spirit of the Alderguard. Axguard Braggart's okay. These red cards are also okay. I guess I'll take the Braggart. Kind of the same thing. You know, Not World Recluse is okay. Doomscar Oracle, also okay. I guess I don't know. Our green and white cards are pretty comparable right now. I think I like the Recluse a little more. Okay, well, all right. We're going to take a really late... Would I rather have Run Amok or Tormentor's Helm out of this pack? These are both really great aggro cards, so seeing them here probably means aggro is way open, so that's something to keep in mind. I think I like the Helm a little more, but I think that's a kind of a tough pick. We have blue-black. Port's good. Carfell Harbinger is not bad, period, though, so I'll probably just take it. Valor the Worthy, another good aggro card. So we could easily, depending on how this pack goes, we could definitely sidestep into an aggro deck of some kind. Ooh. Okay. Well, Cosmos Elixir is great in basically any deck. It punishes the dirtily snow decks because you get so many extra cards, and it punishes the aggro decks because it gains you life. And it's probably what we take here. I've had it a lot, and I've loved it basically every time. Furia is pretty good as far as double spell payoffs, but pack one, pick one, this would be Elixir, and it's certainly Elixir here too. So, okay. So, Sculptor of Winter is pretty nice. Do I like it more than Mistwalker? I mean, if I end up in a snow deck, I will. Yeah, I mean, I will like it more. Mistwalker's not bad, but you know, green, blue, snow with Sculptors is pretty good. Right now we only have 2 Snowlands, so, you know, it doesn't need a million to be good, though, either. Yeah, I think we'll take the Sculptor here. Okay, we have a Sulphurous Mire here, which is pretty good. We also have Blizzard Brawl, which right now we're not great at utilizing, but we're not terrible with it either. Yeah, we're seeing some aggro stuff in this pack that's tempting, but I think I'm going to stay the course with Snow here. I'm going to take Blizzard Brawl. We definitely need more Snow permanents to really get there with Blizzard Brawl, but I think that's doable. I think we'll grab another Seeker. So if we do end up with like a shortage of Snowlands, things like Seeker can help make up for that, for sure. Okay, another Icebind Pillar. Also Narfi. Snowland. I think I'd take another Icebind Pillar. Yeah. It's probably okay in our deck. I mean, you know, we are in a bit of a we have a bit of a problem right now in that if we don't find more Snowlands, we're going to be in trouble. But I think we still take Blessing of Frost here. Okay, well, we definitely take Morite. You know, it's our Signpost and Common. It's another Snow permanent, so that's good news for our cards that care about any Snow permanent, like Spirit of the Alder Guard. So it doesn't look to me like we're going to be picking up any more Snowlands in this pack, and we're going to have to take them really highly in the next one. Yeah, I mean, we have seen a lot of Run Amucks. It does seem like red-white may have been the ideal deck for our seat. I mean, I don't hate... Let's take one Run Ashore. I mean, it may not make the cut, but having one copy always feels all right. So, Despair Sentinel's not bad. Right now, we're not splashing anything, awkwardly enough. But I think we could end up doing so. So... Take another Harbinger here. I'm not loving things right now. You know, it's funny, our first draft of the day, I think, like, and most of our drafts lately, I've navigated quite well, but this isn't one of them. I guess we're splashing, you know, I said we're not splashing anything. I guess we are splashing white, and the Sentinel helps us with that, because we're probably going to want to splash the Scald, and maybe the Protector, probably not the Braggart. Maybe the Protector, since she can be foretold. She's not like, I don't know if she's so good I want to splash her, though, honestly. So, some more decent aggro cards. It definitely feels like maybe where we should have gone, but We'll take the Recluse. We want the snow lands in this last pack. Right now, we really only have one. I mean, we kind of have two. We'll play an off-color snowland if we have to. Okay, yet another Harbinger. I mean, God's Hall Guardian's better, but yeah. Mist isn't completely terrible. Okay. Well. So, Dragonkin Berserker's great, but, you know, we're not making that happen. So, this pack does have a Snowland that would be useful for us. It also has a Narfi and a Serulf's Packmate. I kind of feel like we need the Snowlands bad enough. I'm a little tempted here to take the island, but I think we're going to take the Packmate. It's just too good. I mean, Narfi's better, but we need a lot of snow to make him work, and I can't really count on that happening, so we're going to take the Packmate. Okay. So, now I think we highly take Snowlands. Yeah, Black-Red... People don't like Black-Red. It is probably the weakest color pair, but when nobody's drafting it, it doesn't really matter, you know. So yeah, we're going to take a Snowfield Sinkhole here. We need the snow. I think we just grab another Snowland here. I think we grab another Snowland here. Here, I don't think we're going to grab a Snowland. I think we're going to grab Behold the Multiverse. Yeah, I mean, if Black-Red's open, you can be very successful. It's true. The main problem it has is it doesn't have synergy, but like major synergy. But, you know, Black-Red aggro is a good aggro deck, just like all of them. Okay, so another Blizzard Brawl. Doesn't seem too bad. We have a lot of snow permanents, not just lands. So I think we can get away with taking it here over a Snow Forest. So right now, I don't know that I would bother playing Master Scald. I don't know that we do. We don't have... I mean, we have the Elixir, right? I guess we have Mists, too. It might come up enough to be worth it. They blow up our Elixir or whatever. Yeah, Lindworm would be good. Lindworm and more Snowlands. We're not playing you. Right now, we would play this off-color Snowland just because we need the snow mana. We're up to 5 Snowlands. Like, 2 more would be good. We might not get 2 more, but it would be good. So, this does an okay Lindworm impression if you're if you're real desperate for a finisher, and that's what we'll take. Well, I think we may be done getting Snowlands, which is acceptable, but not ideal. We'll take a struggle here. Aha! Well, there's one more. Ooh, I like the late Mistwalker. I think it's better than Raven Wings. We do have kind of an ugly curve, but it's not terrible at all, so. Well, I guess we'll take a Raider's Carve. Here we'll take a Raven Wings. Another Outrider. Yeah, if we have enough 3-power creatures, the Carve is definitely playable. Just a question of whether we do. I'm not sure we do. I mean, yeah, no, we don't. Okay. Gotta cut some stuff. I think we cut a Run Ashore. I don't know that we really need Raven Wings in this particular deck. Did we just cut our white splash? Are we just sort of shooting ourselves in the foot if we include it? So Master Scald can get us back Mists of Litiara, which I'm not sure is going to make the cut anyway. And if they blow up our elixir, it can get us that back. I mean, I guess that's okay. It's just a question of, you know, like the Protector 2, it does some things, but it's not like so good that I necessarily want to splash it. I mean, the awkward thing is I'm probably going to end up running this Snowfield Sinkhole anyway, because we need the snow mana, but yeah. It kind of feels like the white splash is unnecessary. I think it is. How good is Blessing of Frost going to actually be in this deck the way it panned out? Not that good. It's not going to be terrible either. Probably play it, but... yeah, maybe we do splash the Protector and just keep the white duels and cut a Plains. That seems okay. That's probably reasonable. Our curve looks way worse than it actually is, as often happens in this format with Foretell. But yeah, I think we probably cut Mists. And then, is Kinseekers that good in our deck? Not really. It's probably the last cut. Yeah. Alright, you know, we don't have Lindworms, but, you know, Outrider is like a really bad Lindworm, which is kind of acceptable, I think. It's also good just because it's big, so it's good with Blizzard Brawl and Blessing of Frost and stuff. But we are going to run an off-color... we're going to run a Snow-Covered Swamp just because it's a snow land, and we kind of need to maximize our cards. We have enough cards that care about them that I think we do it that way. Yeah. Hopefully we can avert the third bad record of the day in a row. Hot streaks have to end sometime. Alright, pretty good. We do have, I mean, we have powerful cards in this deck, which I think, you know, obviously enough is good news. So... well, we got 3 Snowlands here, which is great. And all of our colors. So, didn't really have to try. And, of course, we have our Elixir in our opening hand, too. I wonder whether it's better to play the Harbinger when we have 2 Beholds in our hand, or just Behold. I kind of think the Harbinger seems reasonable here. Maybe not, because next turn I'm probably going to play a tap land, so I think we're just going to foretell this. Because we want to play a tap land and then the elixir, basically. That's not what I'm hoping for. Was hoping for. Yeah, so... maybe we do just play Harbinger now and keep this Foretold. Yeah, that seems alright. We need to find a way to kill that Avalanche Caller. So we're going to play our Elixir here. It's usually the right play. Just play your elixir, you know? Let's draw some cards. You know, we're already going to with our beholds, so... I think we go ahead and take it. Not a big deal. I mean, it does mean we don't draw a card. Then, you know, that's fine. Okay, so I'd probably just play Packmate here. I can Packmate and cast Behold the Multiverse, right? Yeah. At the end of their turn, that's what I'm going to do. Okay. So, should be interesting to see whether we manage to not take any damage this turn. If we don't, we get to start drawing cards. So, you know. Plus they blow up our elixir like that. Okay, well, that's okay. Makes me wish I had that Scald now. Yeah, we'll take the Outrider. Okay, that's going to be pretty good at some point, too. So, I think we go ahead and attack with our Packmate here. We don't have... Yeah, now we wish we had the Scald, but yeah, we took it out, so... So, we play the Outrider here, and then Foretell, Behold the Multiverse. Yeah. Thank you for the sub, resub, Echo Zero. Glimpse the Cosmos is so sweet. I'm jealous of it. We need to find our Blizzard Brawls. As of now, the Avalanche Caller's not that scary. So that's good, I guess. Just because they don't have much in the way of snow mana. Yeah, maybe I'll draw my Living Wish and get our creature, get our Scald out of the sideboard and put the elixir back in play. Yeah, we could really use a Blizzard Brawl right about now. I think I'm going to play Spirit of the Alderguard here. Grab our Snow Swap. But yeah, we drew all our snow mana this game, which is a little bit silly. And we're going to Behold. The reason... I'm trying to find one of our 2 Blizzard Brawls, and... Yeah, so... I don't really want Horizon Seeker, so... Goodbye. Ooh, well, that'll be good on a future turn. That's for sure. So, Path of the World Tree is going to be pretty obnoxious in the near future. But Blessing of Frost is going to draw us a bunch of cards and make our creatures bigger. So, I think that seems pretty good. Ooh, I kind of hope they blow up our Snow Swamp, because we just don't need it. It's kind of silly, we literally got all of our snowlands. The Spirit could only search up 1. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I mean we have good cards in this deck. It's just yeah. I don't think we ended up with the ideal deck, but it's pretty solid overall, I would say. So I'm a little bit scared to Blessing of Frost here. It seems unnecessarily risky. I think I'm just going to play this Pillar. And you know what? I think I'm just going to attack with Grizzled Outrider. Although, I think there's a significant chance that what they do here is make the Troll and, like, double block. But I guess that's not the end of the world. They can make a Troll, yeah. Maybe I just Blessing of Frost here and cross my fingers and then still have mana up for our Pillar. Yeah, I think that's the plan. Oh my god. Yeah. That's just how it goes today. Okay, I guess we're gonna attack with our Carful Harbinger now. That's the world we're in, apparently. I mean, it's still, you know, it would have been devastating as opposed to just, like, kind of an okay card, but paying 4 mana to draw a card and give this a bunch of counters isn't too bad. Both our Blizzard Brawls are still in our deck. And they're not the bottom 2 cards. We know that much. Oh my god. This day has been an interesting one. One wherein, I mean, we might still be okay here, but it's been like... We've been seeing lots of things that I've, like, never seen anybody do in this format, so... Alright, so... oh, they can't get anything back at least, so I can't be too sad. I can't be too sad about that. If they would have gotten something back there, that would have been pretty brutal. What is happening? What is happening right now? How many opponents have we run into today with, like, multiple super powerful cards like that? Yeah. It's not good. That is not good. Well, I think we hang back and try to tap down 2 things with our pillar. One on their turn and one on our turn. I think that's our best chance. But between the Troll, the Avalanche Caller, and Path to the World Tree, finding a way to get through and attack them for lethal is near impossible, I think. Yep. Man, we really need to draw one of those Blizzard Brawls. Like, that would go a long way towards helping us, I think. Like, a real long way. Well, that'll help too, I suppose. Yeah. Tap down the Mistwalker here. We're going to attack with everything. Hi, Glass Animal. Glad you made it to the stream. Yeah, so they can do this. This flyer may allow us to find a way to sneak in for lethal. Like, it's actually a possibility. Okay. Well, I definitely think we want to kill the Avalanche Caller. Yeah. We're cool with all of these things. So, we'll play Harbinger here. So Sarolth can blow up... Oh, that was dumb. Yeah, because Sarolth can blow up a whole bunch of stuff right now. Wouldn't kill my Outrider, though, so... They left it there, so it's almost definitely a land on top. Yeah, we're scooping. Well, it's tempting to scoop. I mean, I don't think we have a way out. They're going to copy their Shepherd, then they're going to reanimate something. They're going to keep getting... Yeah, we're just going to scoop. I mean, it's just... There's no way for us to find lethal. Too much value out of the Prismatic bridge. Yeah, I mean, mana's good enough in this format that you can actually play the bridge side of that card. And when you do, obviously it takes over a game like that. It was rough not hitting either of our Blizzard Brawls. Despite drawing a bunch of extra cards, but it happens. Because those would have been nasty. Because they would have had our, you know, big 5/5 creature kill theirs, gain indestructible, and then also attack. And with our opponent at the life they were at, it was not easy for them to find a way out. Alright, this is pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, foretell our struggle. Hey, Blizzard Brawl. We don't currently, right this second, have enough snow things in play to make that work, but yeah. So, I guess we play Not Vold Recluse. Yeah. We're going to play the Not Vold Recluse here, and then tap Sentinel plus Recluse for mana. So, who do we want to be doing the fighting here? Probably the Recluse, I guess. The Recluse will be spicier with Blizzard Brawl, so... So, Pillar in play gives us what we want in terms of Blizzard Brawl. And that's probably the way we want to go here. Yeah. So we'll play Pillar. Then we're going to play Blizzard Brawl. I guess actually doing it on the Sentinel is better, and maybe I actually want to kill the Lifelinker more. I kind of do think we want to kill the Lifelinker more. Well, now I wish I'd held on to that, obviously. Okay, so the Recluse is going to rumble. We really don't want them to double spell. That much is clear. But yeah, I think we play Sculptor and then Recluse. Alright, yeah, I mean, we got there mostly the old-fashioned way there, just, you know, well, they were also stuck on one color, but we basically just powered out a bunch of stuff with our mana, and nothing fancy there. Okay, I think we can keep this. I mean, we don't have our white mana, obviously, but we have our Elixir and a Pillar, and, you know, those things are quite good. We're going to foretell our Protector on turn 2, and it's just going to, like, sit in our foretell area for a long time, probably. So, you know. But it does give us something to do with our mana. Okay. I still think we want to play the Pillar here. Yeah. We probably play... I'm kind of hoping they don't play any real card here. They're probably about to play Sorrel's Packmate, unfortunately, though. Yeah. Okay. Do I want to play the elixir now? The thing about playing the elixir is that I won't have, you know, Icebind Pillar mana, and if I play something else, namely our Harbinger, I will still have Icebind Pillar mana. That said, I think we just slam the elixir here. Yeah, that's not so good. I mean, the good news is our pillar is pretty good against a suited up creature like that, but yeah. Okay. Well, now I think we do just leave mana for our pillar. So we'll tap down the pack mate here. Uh-oh. Okay. So we're at 5 mana now. Yeah, I mean, I think we just play the Outrider. End our turn. Lindworms would have been great in our deck because of the elixir. Like, they're already really good, but... Oof. Okay. Yeah. I mean, the elixir still has plenty of time to get us back into this game, but... Obviously, things aren't looking great right now. Okay, well... I think that's actually fine. Yeah, we'll play the Not Bold Recluse here and end our turn. I can tap down the Lindworm and block the Packmate. I mean, if they have more removal here, we're kind of out of luck, and they are likely to. That's annoying. So, tap the Lindworm. I think... I'm trying to decide if it's better to just block with my Recluse here, or... just take the hit. I think blocking's fine. We're gonna have to draw pretty well here. Well, that's not bad. We can even get our white mana. Do I double block Sorrel's Packmate here? I don't think so. I think we just take the hit. Well, if they're going to attack like that, we definitely block there, and then I think, yeah, we take the hit from the Packmate. Okay, so we're going to play Sculptor here. Gets us up to a 4/4 in our Spirit of the Alder Guard, which is quite good. And then we end our turn. Come on, Elixir. We're like pretty far behind, but we do have the means to get back in this game with the Pillar and the Elixir. If they have the Prismatic Bridge too, I'm gonna be super sad about life. So I think we blocked here. We wanted that creature to die, so I think it was... We don't want a Glorious Protector or creature out of the way or anything there. They wanted that creature to die too, I guess. I'm probably just going to flash in the Protector. I mean, I don't know why I wouldn't. That way, whatever we draw, we can use our mana. Okay. So I think we probably take the hit from Serulf. I mean, we could double block, but the Serulf's Packmate is going to take a while to kill us. Our second Pillar would be good. Blizzard Brawl would be good. That is not good. They're going to double spell here too, I think. With all their mana. We have a little bit of a chance of milling them out between the Faithful and Furia. It's, like, possible. Wouldn't say it's likely, but it is possible. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the Elixir is the only reason we have managed to, not die, so, you know. You know, Reach is pretty good on this board because we can block Furia. But at the same time, we're just gonna take another hit. Yeah, Pillar 2. They both kept us alive. Oh, of course. Of course! That's rough. Oh my god. They just played Furious Retribution and Eradicator Valkyrie in the same turn. That seems fair. It really feels like when I hit these slumps that I have, I really get kicked while I'm down, you know? Like, it's like, dang. There's like very little way. Even if I had a really good deck, you know. Even if I had a really good deck, there was not really... And this deck's not bad. Like, it's certainly better than our last one was. I think our first deck of the day was better, and probably should have at least been a 5-3, at least. So, but the other two drafts didn't go awesome, but... Yeah. My opponents just be slamming those strong mythics against our, you know, medium decks. All right, I think this is keepable. We are 1 and 2 with this deck, Castcar. 1 and 2. Yep, that's pretty good. God. Yeah, I guess we play Sculptor here. Not feeling good about this, though. This feels like one of those days. Struggle for Skemfar, attack for 3. Well, it's a little better than Struggle for Skemfar. You can't even use its ability, right? No. No. How sad. Let's play Horizon Seeker. Yeah, I had the Valkyrie once. It's pretty good, obviously. But yeah, that's the first time... I think that's the first time I played against it. It is a mythic, after all. So the good news is, our opponent is kind of running out of gas. Like, that's the downside of playing things like Despera Sentinel, is that you just end up sometimes, you know, not play, you know, your card quality's kind of low. I mean, right now they're ahead of us on board, but I think in the long run we'll be able to pull ahead of them. We're going to foretell both of these. And end our turn. Yeah, you're big. I'm gonna block this one. Okay. Guess I'm gonna behold the Multiverse and Glorious Protector on their turn. It's kind of tempting to foretell Struggle for Skemfar. I mean, the bad news is Chapter 3 of this is going to be kind of brutal for us. I could also just play Morite as Sculptor right now, which isn't bad. But I think maybe we want to foretell... Yeah, we're going to foretell the Struggle here. And then we're going to end our turn. Maybe we get to kill Despera Sentinel. Could happen. Alright, we're gonna try. And yeah, block the big Sentinel. So I think what we're going to do here is cast Morite and then use Struggle to kill the Scald. Morite will die from Chapter 3, but I think that's okay. If I exile Glorious Protector with my Morite, I then get both of these back when this dies. Well, this will be back. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good little trick. Oh, wait. It says until leaves the battlefield, right? Yeah, alright, so... Yeah. Let's go with Morite here. We're gonna make a copy of Glorious Protector. Oh, it is not Angel, you're right. Darn. I was gonna get kind of fancy there, but this'll work. Oh, I guess Pillar... Yeah, I should have Pillared. You guys are correct. Because if I just played the Pillar, I would then also still have Morite. So, yeah. So, not the best call. We do have a very real chance of turning this around now, despite my not awesome decision. Oh yeah, that's some good stuff right there. Alright, so we're going to attack with our Glorious Protector. So, it seems highly unlikely to me that that Sentinel's going to be able to kill us. But, yeah, so I think I'm going to still not play our Pillar. Okay, so we're going to attack with our Protector again. Yeah, I think they probably do have the growth. And that's why they're sort of thinking constantly here. End our turn. Now we have our Pillar up, so that's good. I can't decide what they have over there. Like, it's been kind of weird. So we're going to attack with everybody here. We may as well pump this once. I think we only want to do it once so that we can also play the Recluse. So, yeah, we're just going to tap this down to be careful. I mean, we're at low enough life that I don't really feel like dealing with that. You know what I mean? I also think we leave back the Sentinel, just in case. Yeah. I'm just being a little cautious here. I think I can afford to be. This time we can pump it several times. So we will. Okay, well, see, that doesn't, since we get a 2-2 out of the deal, it doesn't hurt too badly. Yeah, they're dead anyway, so. Alright. It's more like it. So this deck got us... Yeah. Okay, I think this is a keeper. Behold the Multiverse makes his hand a lot more keepable. I'm kind of leaning towards just foretelling Behold on turn 2. Yeah, that's what we want to do, I think. I think I'm going to Behold on my upkeep, because we really need to hit our lands. And that will increase our chances to do that. Okay, well, do we have snow mana right now? I guess we don't, so Sculptor's not amazing, but we can play most of our stuff anyway, so I think that's fine. Nice. So we're not doing well on snow permanents this game. So far today we've done pretty well with them, but for like our cards that do stuff with them. Okay, so yeah, I think we want to play our Mistwalker here. Yeah, we have 0 snowlands right now, which is not good. Because our hand is filled with, you know, largely, anyway, snow payoffs. I think we just take this. So Recluse is going to be pretty good here. I could actually Recluse and Blizzard Brawl their Mistwalker, which is not terrible. I think that's probably what we're going to do. And end our turn. So they didn't get to play a giant off of that trigger, which is good. But we're still pretty desperate to find snow mana. As soon as we find one, I think we'll kind of be in business. Playing Morite as a copy of Mistwalker is pretty appealing. Okay, there's the one snowland we wanted. I think playing Morite as a copy of Mistwalker is pretty good here, and I think that's what I'm going to do. Oh no, Disdainful Stroke. No Disdainful Stroke, so that's good. Because of Blessing of Frost, I don't really want to attack with Recluse, because next turn I can play the Blessing, put a counter on this Mistwalker, and then draw 2 cards, which not bad for 4 mana. I mean, it's not the ideal thing either, but... But it's definitely not bad. I guess maybe they have Squash. Oh, well, they can't play it. Well, they can now, but they couldn't have played it at the end of their turn because they didn't have a giant. Yeah, it could be a lot of things. Frostbite and Mists are good guesses. You'd think if they had Frostbite, they would have killed my Recluse, though. Could also be, it still could be something like Disdainful Stroke, and they just decided not to do it. Well, that's not good. We lost to him yesterday. We need to find an answer for Alrund quickly. Okay, I mean, we have to kind of have to wait a turn. But could be an answer. Because we have to get rid of him is the thing. We can't just, like, let him stay and play for very long. We have to kill him as quickly as we can. So I think I'm going to foretell Struggle for Skemfar. Sculptor could give us enough juice to, like, pump one of these and use Struggle to kill Alrund. Also helps with Blessing of Frost. So yeah, I think we play the Sculptor for now. In our turn. The number of crazy good mythics we've seen today has been disheartening. Yeah, he'll have to get small enough, and that's a problem. Although, with Blessing, we do get a little bit more of a boost, because we'll be able to get 2 counters onto a creature. So, but yeah, hopefully they... I would imagine they'll shrink their hand. They don't really, I guess, have to, but it seems likely they do. Oh, or they'll do that. And he stays the same size. Yep. He's gonna still be a... No, he's a 6/6 now. 5/5 now. I like it. We have a chance. We're gonna get rid of Alrund this turn, barring, you know, a minor catastrophe. Oh no, if... Yeah, they had to miss. That wouldn't have been a minor catastrophe. That would have been really bad. So we're gonna try to kill Alrund this turn. So, everybody cross their fingers. So... Tap, untap. I want to get as much snow mana into this Blessing of Frost as I can, so 2, 3, and 4. Blessing of Frost. I'm going to put 1 counter on Mistwalker and 1 counter on Recluse. God, yeah. So if they do have Frostbite, they're probably going to use it now. But I'd feel really good if they did, because it's unlikely they would have a way to stop us from killing Alrund. Not impossible, but unlikely. Okay, I mean, that's not ideal, but we'll still be able to kill Alrund. We just have to, like... hurt ourselves a little bit when we do it. So we'll put 2 counters here. Actually, we don't need to put 2. We actually don't need to put any now, do we? How about that? Yeah. Now we can actually just put 2 on something else and then struggle for Skemfar. Well, it has to be on this. Actually, it doesn't. Because that gets us to 3. Yeah. That does mean we don't draw another card. We're only going to draw 1 card. Yeah, I guess that matters. I'd like to draw a card. All right, and then we use Struggle. And then we play our Harbinger. That is a big sculptor. Seems awfully aggressive. They may have raised the Draugr, but I think even if they do... yeah, so we're going to block one of you. I think I'm just going to take... Yeah, I'm just going to take 3 from the other one. Okay, so I think we play Morate again here. Yeah. I think first, though... I guess I'm going to attack with the Sculptor here. If they want to double block, I kind of am okay with that. Morate on the Pillar. I don't think we're in a situation where that's the right thing. That is a cool thing. I think we'd rather have a big Mistwalker. Yeah, so we'll kill the big thing. See you later, TMOF. Yeah, and then we'll play Morate. Copy Mistwalker. Play our Sinkhole. Yeah. Alright, so I think we're going to block that and block this. Okay. We have to foretell it, but that's probably perfectly fine. Let's hold off on the pillar and play the Seeker here. Yeah. I think we're going to manage to turn the corner here. No attack this time, which I think makes sense. We're going to flash in our Protector. Can't actually exile the Mistwalker because it's a changeling, so it's kind of a bummer. Alright. So, I think we start going after them with our Glorious Protector. Yeah, we have good blocks without the Protector, so... Then we're going to play the Pillar, too, so... So, I think I tap down Breakneck Berserker if they go to combat here. I mean, they will go to combat, but yeah. The good news is, Icebind Pillar makes whatever they try to give haste to really bad. Yeah, that's not good, though. Certainly less than ideal. They can actually tap down the Pillar, which is interesting. Okay, there we go. So they can give that Bergstrider haste, so I may as well just tap it down. Yeah, so I think we go ahead and block here and trade here. Yeah, this is not the time where we want to be drawing lands. Had enough of those, please. We are just going to end our turn here. They have good enough attackers that I think it's kind of what we have to do. Tap down Bergstrider. Hey, that's pretty good, I think. Alright, so stack with both our flyers here, and then play the Outrider. Thank you for the follow, Fujaka. Attack with both of those. And then, yeah, we're going to go ahead. 3, 4. So we're only going to pump it once, but yeah. But that's okay. Damage is good. They have something. I just don't know what. Oh, if we play our forest, we can actually... Could have also pumped it another time, but... And left up our pillar. So, do I hold on to this forest just to bluff? I think I do. So, I mean, if they can't play a creature here, I might do the double tap, as in, like, tap something on their turn and then tap something on my turn and attack them with our 3 big creatures. I mean, I definitely tap the Bergstrider. No attacks at all, huh? 3 cards in their hand and 1,000,000 mana. It's probably not super wise to go for like a hard attack here. Oh, now they have 2 cards in their hand and 1,000,000 mana, but I still think we'd probably go a little more cautious here. Maybe. I guess if they want to triple block our Grizzled Outrider, though, we're kind of okay with that plan. Yeah, I mean, I think we just attack with both of these, leave up Pillar and Harbinger, leave the Harbinger behind. We want to kill this the most. Uh-oh. I think something bad is happening. Yeah, that's not good. We do kill their whole board, looks like, but we also are down to 1 creature who actually does something. So we're going to need to draw some other things. Okay. Alright, well. Time for pillar number 2. So... do I want to tap down just to do the 1 damage here? It's not a terrible plan, because then I can still tap down... yeah. Nah, we probably shouldn't. Hard to imagine that it's actually worth it. Sure, you can attack with your cavalry if you want. Okay. Yeah, they're gonna tap down an Icebind pillar. This time. Okay, another real creature is always nice to have. Look at all the auras on our creatures. That aren't under our control, I should note. Okay, that's not good. I mean, it's not the end of the world either, but it's definitely not good. So we can only tap one of these. So one of them's going to hit us this time. And we're just going to take it. We need to stop drawing lands, please. Aha! You're not a land. That's pretty good news, I think. Okay, so we're going to attack with our Harbinger here. Then... play Spirit of the Alderguard. Sure, I mean, we'll take the tree line. What do they have to get back? Well, all manner of things, unfortunately, including... Alrund. I forgot we managed to beat Alrund earlier. Yeah. Now, if they don't draw a real creature here, and we can just tap both their Bergstriders down, we can actually do lethal. So that would be cool. Yeah, and I think we got there. Yeah, with the 2 pillars, it was pretty hard for them to find a way to not die to our Alderguard. So drawing that Spirit and having it exactly at 7 power was pretty lucky on our part. But we'll take it. We will take it. Well, we have secured our best record of the day so far. Let's see if we can improve. I think we can keep this. Yeah. Not that far away from Glorious Protector. Got a good starting hand for Blizzard Brawl, too, because we have 2 of our Snowlands. So, yeah, I mean, we do need to draw 1 more land of some kind to be in business, but... well... now we don't even necessarily need that, thanks to our Sculptor. That also gives us a 3rd snow permanent for Blizzard Brawl. Okay, so... I think I'm just gonna attack here and play the Harbinger. Yeah. Harbinger will let us make Glorious Protector a little more efficient. Well, we've been doing real well on those snowlands, huh? I guess. I mean, I can straight up flash in Glorious Protector. And then use Blizzard Brawl to kill the Mistwalker next turn. So if I foretell, it pretty much comes out to the same result if I foretell with our Harbinger. Because that's 4 mana. I guess we can kind of get to 5, but yeah, it doesn't really make a difference in this case. So I think I'm going to attack with the Harbinger here. They may be scared into taking 1 damage, and I'm down for that. And if they're not, that's okay too. Nothing really bad is going to happen as a result of this. Knock on wood, I guess, huh? Yeah, they're like, oh god, did I just take the 1? I think I would just take the 1. There's like way too many tricks in this format, and we have green and white available. But, you know, blocking makes sense, too, I guess. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and just end our turn, and then flash in the Protector. That's true. I mean, I could have brawled, but I think the Protector plan is the better plan. It's too bad the Protector's not quite big enough to kill the Mistwalker, but, you know, that's okay. We do prevent some damage. We're going to decline. There's not really any advantage to doing it. I could do it to my Harbinger just to have a thing. But, yeah. Okay, so I could just use the Struggle here and hold on to Blizzard Brawl. I mean, it's a little harder to necessarily find windows for Blizzard Brawl. I mean, for Struggle. But if I go the other route, I can Blizzard Brawl, Sentinel, and Mistwalker, and that seems really good. Yeah. Yeah, it does. Okay. So... Oh, I can't quite do all of that. I don't know what I was... We only have 4 mana. Still... Nah. Oh yeah, Karfell Harbinger changes things a little here. But yeah, we're just going to cast the Struggle here. We're actually just going to kill Packmate. For now. And attack with the Protector. And then untap the tree line and play Sentinel. Yeah. Okay, well this will be another pretty good turn. Oh, yeah, I mean, I love this card, and we've been able to set it up reasonably well in this deck. Okay, so we're gonna Blizzard Brawl to kill Augury Raven here. Then I'm gonna attack with all 3 of those. Get in for 6 probably, and then we'll play the Mistwalker. Yeah. I almost clicked in turn again like I did earlier today. That would have been fun, huh? Wouldn't have been quite as devastating since in that other game we were like doom scarring that turn. This turn I would have just like not played a Mistwalker, which wouldn't have been great, but okay. Well, I don't think our opponent's gonna love the fact that we can do this again. Yeah, we'll just attack with the Protector. Right, then we go untap. Can we go wide enough to just kill them this turn? I'm hopeful we can. Yeah, being stuck on 3 lands isn't nearly as bad when you have a Sculptor, a Sentinel, and a Harbinger. All of which helped us with our mana. So a board sweeper would be bad. There's some big scary bombs that would be bad. Okay, we got there though. Getting both our Blizzard Brawls is great. I mean, that card's so good when you can consistently get the Indestructible Clause. Well, well, well. Can we get away with this hand? How likely is it that we have green mana on top of our library and or snow mana? I mean, I think we can probably keep this, but it could definitely go sideways. It's not the biggest disaster of a hand, but it's not a great one either. But I think as long as we find... I mean, it's very likely we either find snow mana or green mana on top of our library, so somewhere in there. Top few cards. See? So I think we play Horizon Seeker here. We'd like for it to get us white mana, so I think setting it up to do that is a good call. Oh yeah, now we're like really well set up to do it, and I think it's still what we do. I mean, it's tempting to just play the Mistwalker, but finding white mana... Wait a second. Do I even have a Plains in my deck? Can you guys see my deck list right now? I'm actually starting to think I don't have a Plains in the deck, in which case that's not the best play. That's still what I'm going to do. It still searches me up a Snowland, and I think that's valuable enough. So, yeah. We're still going to do it. Definitely should be running 1 Plains in this deck because of our splash and the fact we have a Horizon Seeker, but, you know. Yeah, we'll get a Snow Island. Searching up snow was probably worth it. Yeah, it's too bad we don't have a snow-covered plains. We're playing a snow-covered swamp just to have another snowland. But if we could switch it out for plains, that would be great, you know. Oh, I think we just play the big boy here. End our turn. Yeah, it was definitely greedy. I didn't actually think about it, which doesn't necessarily make it better, but I guess I'm saying it's not greedy in the sense that I overlooked it. Okay, well that's going to be bad in the long run. Luckily we have the pillar to shut it down. So let's attack with our Outrider here. It seems unlikely to me that they block, because what they really want to do probably is get Calamity Bearer suited up over there. So, yeah. So we'll just play our Pillar to counteract that plan and end our turn. It's worth remembering this will hit us for double mana, double damage too. So, because it's a changeling. So we need to find a way to kill Calamity Bearer. One awkward thing. Crap. Cancel. So that's not good. They must be planning on using 2 separate spells here. Oh no. With Calamity Bearer in play, it does the job. God, that's nasty. Yeah, we're in trouble. I think one could reasonably say that we're in some trouble. So, yeah, we tap down Calamity Bearer, I think. We take 4. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I kind of think it's better to play the 2 bodies here. Yeah. We'll play these 2 bodies here. And leave up our Icebind Pillar. You know, every time I've gotten Calamity Bearer, I end up in a deck where it's basically just a 4-mana 6/4, which is perfectly good, but I never get it. Like in our opponent's situation right now, it is awesome. No way around that. Yeah, the Spirit can get a dual land, that's true. And we do have a white one or 2. Oh, crap. Okay. That is really not good. Thank God for Icebind Pillar. It's the only reason that this attack isn't completely and utterly devastating. So, guess we're gonna block the biggest one and just take 6. Yeah, double block on the other one doesn't seem like the right move to me. Okay, so the awkward thing about this is... Oh, except it's actually not going to be awkward. This should solve our problems. So we go Spirit of the Alderguard. Grab Arctic Tree Line. Yeah. And then we can Blizzard Brawl to kill Calamity Bearer. And yeah, we'll end our turn there. That should help us stabilize. Getting rid of Calamity Bearer was very important. Luckily, I had the indestructibility part, because if I'd drawn like Struggle for Skemfar or not had 3 snow permanents, it would have been a lot uglier. I still would have done it, but... Yeah, we're kind of stable. All this equipment is making our lives a little difficult. The good news is that the pillar's pretty good against equipment, so, you know, yeah. Okay. I mean, I think I'll tap down the Ravager, because the 3/4 can't really attack right now. Okay, good. Getting a 3/6 right now is a big help. So yeah, play Morite. We could do the pillar, but I think a 3/6 is going to be way better. And we may not even use the pillar this turn. I don't know that we're going to need to. We'll see. It depends how they move equipment around and stuff. Okay. So I think we'll be tapping that down rather than playing Glorious Protector. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna block. Oop. I'm gonna block with this Mistwalker, because if I double block and they can blow me out, we're gonna be in a world of hurt. So, yeah. Yep. Okay, so yeah, run amok. Kind of expected. Yeah, all this equipment is a problem. Hey, that helps. I think we probably want to kill the Ravager just because it's such a monstrous attacker right now. Yeah. So, yeah, let's Blizzard Brawl. Do I have lethal? That's a good question. 7, 10, yeah, I guess sort of. We can't kill both blockers, unfortunately. Oh, we can tap one, though. They have a card in their hand. I think we just go for the safer move here than trying to go for lethal. And I think the safer move is this one. Yeah, and then I think we can definitely get away with attacking with the Horizon Seeker here. Probably the Spirit too, actually. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and do this. Grab a Snow Island, I guess. And we may be able to find lethal now. Thanks to our Glorious Protector and Icebind Pillar. It seems like a real possibility. Good sign. Okay. We should still be able to get there. I could have Glorious Protectored in response, but then I wouldn't get the 1-1. And we could actually kind of use the 1-1. So yeah, we'll be able to kill them with the Raven token plus Glorious Protector this turn. Yeah, got there. It's more like it. Yeah. Sorry, YouTube and Twitch. Okay. It seems to me like it might be a little dangerous to try to do the Glorious Protector thing here. It might just be better to play Horizon Seeker and then, yeah, try to block with it. so we can take out the Story Seeker. That way we draw out a Run Amok in such a way that it's not being used on our Glorious Protector. Yeah, so we're going to block. I mean, we're also okay with that trade overall. We most likely have the better late game, so, yeah. I'm not too alarmed. What is happening over there? Okay, well, that's interesting, I think. Right, I think I'm just going to play our Sorrel's Packmate here. You don't see a red-white deck do what our opponent just did very often. Ah! That makes sense. Okay, so... do I just want to play our pillar here? I kind of think I probably do. Yeah, let's get the pillar online. Let it start doing its thing. Ah! I was just talking about the dumb Doomscar mistakes. Now I just made a dumb Icebound Pillar mistake. I was going to block there probably no matter what, but I wouldn't have taken damage from Glorious Protector if I wasn't an idiot. Yeah, that was brutal. Brutal, brutal. It's been a bad day for me in terms of mental acuity. Lots of just clicking on things and not, you know, reading them. Alright, so we tap you down. Okay, so... crap. That's what I have to say. We're not in a good spot here at all now. I mean, we already weren't, but... I think we really harmed our chances. Okay. So... I guess we're going to Foretell Behold the Multiverse and leave up mana for Glorious Protector. And Icebind Pillar. Yeah. This time we're actually going to remember to tap something. Which would have made a world of difference in that last game. Oh, good. So, yeah, we're going to tap down Craven Hulk. Let's hope they don't have a trick of some kind. I mean, there's a good chance they do. Given, you know, the MO of these decks. Yeah, well, we deserve to lose the way I played here. I mean, I think we would have been in trouble either way, but that's not quite going to do it for us, but it will feel cathartic after my mistake. So... get out of here. Yeah, we take exactly 2. Yeah, that was not a good mistake to make. I didn't even leave up blue mana. All right, well, that's that. Made a lot of dumb misplays today. We did manage to get one reasonable record out despite that. We would have had a whole other turn if I had tapped their creature, and that probably would have made a significant difference against a deck like that one. So, there you go. But, it was fine. Still not as bad as, the Doomscar mistake from earlier, but pretty bad. Pretty bad.